Huskies back again with more Seattle Bobcats GM mode, franchise mode commentary. Last video we did the off season, or the second half of the off season, the free agent part of it. We dealt Blake Wheeler for Seth Jones. Our team is fairly stacked, I'd have to say, with still progression waiting with Scheifele, Laine, Panarin, Ehlers, Patan, Rantanen, Connor, Kopp. So there's a lot of improvements on this team. Morrissey's only an 85. I'm actually gonna do this because Morrissey's a top 4 forward and he's 22. Myers is 27. If he gets unhappy, I'll deal with it. Goaltending, we're stacked. We have Murray and Comrie back here. I'm gonna hold on to both of them, as was recommended by the comments. As long as their roles are elite and backup, I don't have a reason to do anything with that. So yeah, we're gonna kick off the sim for this is year 2. I expect a deep playoff run with this team. I don't really feel like there's any reason we shouldn't have a deep playoff run. And as I promised last video, I'm going to show you the jerseys that we're rocking. I know my home jerseys are a little light, but I mean, if I go to their homes, it's pretty close. I really like this jersey concept that I have. My aways are just the white version of it with black shoulders. I like the aways, but my favorite one is probably our alternates, which is a sleek all black look with the white ties at the top and the black logo. And if you look at the other ones, my logo is gold with black outlines. This one is black with gold outlines. Looks really clean. So if we get to the Stanley Cup, we're definitely wearing those blacks for the overtime. But as is customary with the series, I will real sim the first game of the year, and Patrick Laine already has a goal. We're off to a good start. Oh, but we give one right back up. That's okay. My teams are notoriously bad at performing in season openers. Maybe Seattle's the team that fixes that. I don't know. While this sims, I'm going to take the time. I've noticed with my videos, the average view duration is like 5 or 6 minutes. I know that I have a few people that watch, they watch every video. Oh, we're going overtime. And they hang out to the end. I just want to stress that those people that don't stay and watch the entire video, we lost in a shootout. That's okay. I'd like some feedback on why you leave early, why you close out of the video. I'm just curious. I do these videos for fun, but it is something I would like to know. Let's go ahead and send to January. So before people click out of this video, I'd like some feedback. Also, I'm putting a lot more emphasis. Alright, so Matt Murray's already hurt. Cool. Oh, I didn't want to do assistant coach. Shit. Oh boy. I hope that didn't fuck everything. But yeah, back to the whole feedback thing. It shouldn't have done anything, right? Everyone should be the same. I hope. Yeah, I think everybody's here that should be. And goalies are the only thing that's... My lines are probably fucked. Yeah, my lines are messed up. Oops. But yeah, as of feedback, I've started streaming quite a bit more. I'm currently playing a franchise mode with a fantasy draft and a created team. I streamed it a bit this morning before I started to record this video. It's just something fun that I've enjoyed doing. It's primarily a Twitch stream. Oh, and something else I want to get out of the way. I don't like asking this, but if you do enjoy the video, even if you're at the start of the video, like if you click out, even if you enjoy it or like what I do, please like the video because that really helps spread it around. Views are nice and like people hanging around to the end is nice, but likes are what really push the series forward, and it also gives me a chance to have a solid understanding of what my viewership really is. But anyway, enough of feedback and like nonsense. Oh, Hutchinson, you are a whiny little man. I'm not going to put Murray back in the lineup just yet because I don't want him to get re-injured. So he will be a backup for however long until he's fully healthy. And then goalies, put Hutchinson in there. He is a big ol' angry face. He is not going to want to be here much longer. But yeah, like I said, this is definitely a team. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there. This is a team that should have a deep playoff run. We have a solid lineup all the way through. We have a sick 1-2-3 punch with Laine, Panarin, and Rantanen in terms of scoring. Okay, Murray's already at the start. That's good. We have a great defensive core. We have 5 defensemen of 85 or higher. We have 2 solid goaltenders. Like, I don't feel like this team should struggle to win games. They're a little young. That's probably the only drawback to this team is they're young. Between Ehlers, Panarin, Laine, October 28th, so he'll miss quite a few games. Morrissey, Trouba, I think I said Trouba already. Seth Jones is young. We're not going to bring him back just yet because I want to make sure he's healthy. So I'll be interested to see how this team performs once we get near the playoffs. Put Tyler Johnson back in the lineup. I also want to double check my injury slider, because those are 2 pretty big injuries immediately. Okay, there we go. So I want to make sure I'm still at 10, because anything higher than 10, it just gets stupid. Gameplay settings, injury occurrence. Yeah, it's still at 10. Alright, so we just had some bad luck already. Let's see what my owner goal is so this stupid thing goes away. Beat Minnesota, okay. When's the Minnesota game? Oh, we still have a bit. One goal that I want to accomplish this season that isn't necessarily keen to performance is finding a first-round pick from some team. I have a couple of guys that I can move. The Elias Anderson kid might be an offset that might get moved. I have a lot of prospects that can be stacked up. So I have some assets I can move to bring in a first-round pick. That's really all I need. I have a second-round pick. I don't care about the third-round pick. I just want that first-round pick because I know certain players have been edited, and I'm going to look to make that trade probably the start of next video. I'll get a grasp on what teams are struggling, who I think is going to really suck the further we go, because I would like to get the top 10 or top 15 pick if I can while making the playoffs. But I mean, that's asking a lot. I want to acquire a first round pick. I need a first round pick to help keep this team rolling. All right, we're off to a pretty average start here. I'm not gonna change anything yet because I feel like the team's fine. We somehow made the conference finals last year with pretty much the same team minus Blake Wheeler instead of TJ Oshie and Brian Little instead of Tyler Johnson. And before I start to ask for suggestions on what I should do with the team, a certain somebody, please don't tell me to trade Tyler Johnson every video while he's on the roster. He's on a short leash thanks to his history with my teams. I don't need reminding, thank you. Alright, we're starting to really struggle here. I'm not liking this. Not liking this. Oh, we're just gonna upgrade the team store. Okay. Maybe I'll have to go back to the strategy that I used with Washington at the end of it to just stack my top 6 and just pretty much give fuck all about my bottom 6. Because we were insanely successful that last season, and I got Goudreau and just stacked that top 6. But at the same time, my top 6 is fairly good. Like, the only improvement in my top 6 I want to make, aside from Tyler Johnson, just shush. Keep your Tyler Johnson thoughts to yourself. Is probably Nikolai Ehlers on that second line. He's only an 85. I could probably do with upgrading him. But at the same time, it's only year 2, and he's only 22, I think. So, Dominic Moore. I don't need another bottom 6 guy. I have plenty of bottom 6 guys. 13, 16, and 4. Alright, we're coming up on the stat kind of look up here, so we'll see why our teams are. Our AHL team is doing great. Again, I just don't feel our team should be struggling the way they are. 25, 9, and 3. Damn, Pittsburgh. Oh, 6-1. Alright, well. He steamrolled us. Alright, beat Colorado, and we'll go look at stats. 24, 10, and 5, Colorado? Really? Year 2, Colorado's doing that good? They're never good in these things. Oops, no, I don't want to purchase. Pair. Alright, we're good. Alright, so let's look at stats. Let's see why we're sucking. We're 15, 17, and 5. We're 4 points out of a playoff spot right now. Artemi Panarin leads our team in points. He only has 27 points in, what, 30 games? 37 games, 27, 27, 26. Panarin's a minus 13. Ehlers is a minus 12. Tyler Johnson's a minus 6. So that second line is not doing very well. My first line is doing astounding, which makes me believe this second line just isn't scoring. And that's probably because nobody on this line has a good shot. I mean, Panarin does, but I don't think it's good enough to score. I might have to swap Panarin. Actually, you know what? I might put Ehlers on that first line before I swap out Line A, because Line A has 10 goals. I mean, Panarin has 11 goals. I don't really see guys. He's the only one scoring. Like, Line A and Scheifele both have 10. Oshie has 21 assists. Ehlers and Johnson have the same amount of goals Panarin does, so that second line needs to pick it up. Dustin Byfuglien has 8 goals. The third line's pretty hit or miss. This fourth line's, oh boy, that fourth line. Minus 10, minus 15, minus, or wait, no, that's Tyler Myers who's a minus 15. Holy shit, how are you a minus 15 playing on the third pairing? Can either of these guys be sent down? I think I'm going to send Copp down. I don't think he's ready for that bottom role yet. Depth forward. Yeah, I think I'm going to send Copp down. Because he's just at that line. That fourth line's terrible. I mean, Murray's got a 244 goals against average. He's 13 and 14. And 920. Like, Murray's doing fine. We're not scoring, and yeah, we're not scoring. So I think I'm gonna swap Oshie with Ehlers. Because Panarin scores. He just needs some help scoring. So I think if I put Oshie on that second line with Ehlers on the first line, we'll be okay. And then I'm gonna send Copp down and call somebody up. Calvert's got 31 points. Tanguay's got 28. Roslavic. He has 23. He's a plus 12. And he's doing good. It's just a matter of who do I call up? I really want to call up Howden. I don't have any goaltenders, right? Yeah, Hutchinson's down there. 207, 215. Man, my AHL goalies are doing great. You know what? I think I'm gonna call Calvert up. Cause he's morale's through the roof. He's got a good shot. He's got good defense for a sniper. He's got good senses. I think I'm gonna call Calvert up and send Copp down, and see if that helps that fourth line. Cause Calvert could be the Sebastian Aho of this team, a two-way sniper player for that fourth line. I need to try to figure something out because we're off to a rough start. I'm not a fan of this rough start because I don't feel like this team should be struggling. So I'm gonna send. I said Cop, right? He's the minor scoring forward. Yeah. So I'm gonna send Cop down, and I'm gonna call up Calvert. Well, I hope nobody takes Cop. I didn't even think about waivers. Put Boyd Gordon at center. And we will dress Calvert. Calvert shoots left, so he should go over here. And that might help that. And like I said, I'm going to put Oshie on the second line because he can be a second line forward. And he might... I think he helps the second line more than he helps the first line. But we'll see. If that doesn't work, I'll put Oshie back on the first line. And I'll move Panarin. I mean, this ideally. I mean, these two guys are pretty much the same player. Just, I think Oshie has better. Yeah, Oshie's got better defense. But then that puts two-way forwards on the second line. I don't need that. Panarin needs a playmaker. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna go 2 playmakers on the first line with Oshie. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. The defense should be the same. This pairing needs to change. We'll do that instead. Actually, who do I have scratched? Ben Sherratt and Christian Fulton. I think I'm gonna scratch. Honestly, I'm gonna scratch Stewart. I don't think he skates fast enough to be useful back there. I'm gonna dress Sherratt. Alright. I'm already at 17 minutes. Oh, I gotta get Cop in there. Oh, Cop's a center? Maybe that's why that fourth line was struggling, because I think Cop was playing center and he's only got 71 faceoffs. Well, this Lemieux kid's doing well too, and he shoots the puck hard. He should be up here though. There we go. Alright. So I'll sim a couple more games since I have time here. And we'll see if our changes do anything right away. And then like I said, next video I'll take a look at the standings and see who I can possibly get a first round pick from. Ben Sherratt's been injured. Alright, well, replace him. Guys, he got to play a game. Alright, hey, we won game 1. Successful moves. Oh, hey, 2-0. I'm a genius. Now just ignore any losses that happen in the rest of this sim. Ben Sherratt's back. We'll continue. Alright, hey, 3-1 so far. Trouba's got. Oh, okay, well, he didn't miss any time. Okay, so I still don't have Sherratt back yet. Beat Vancouver. Gotta beat Vancouver. Yeah, there we go. Sherratt's back. Alright, we'll put him in. Put him in, I'll sim 2 more games, and I will call it a video. Make sure to get this up. I'm kind of falling behind on my videos. I should be able to. I'm going home for the weekend for a couple of days because I have to do laundry. So I'm gonna take the Xbox home, so I should have videos throughout the weekend. Nice, another win. Oh, 5-4 shootout loss, so that's a rough way to end it, but we're already off to a good start. I mean, we lost 2 games out of that 6 that we simmed, so we were 4-1-1. We're a point out of the playoffs, so yeah, I think we've made a good. We made some good moves there. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Like I said, leave me feedback if you're around this long. Thank you, I appreciate you sticking around. If there's anything, I got nothing for this video, man. because I'm gonna record the next video right now. So we'll see what we get for a first round pick. Yeah, I already asked you to like the video, so I'm not gonna ask you again. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.